This is Internet Business Mastery, episode 92.
In a world where bosses control your life and thoughts of escape fill your mind, where inspiration seems dead and cynicism rules the masses, you have a desire to break free. You feel the need to take control. Now, there exists a place where the secrets of freedom and wealth are given to those who believe. InternetBusinessMastery.com. Free your mind.
Hello and welcome to Internet Business Mastery Online at InternetBusinessMastery.com. I'm Sterling.
And I'm Jay.
And we're here to help you escape the 9-to-5 and live the lifestyle of your dreams by turning your life's passion into a profitable internet business, even if you're just getting started today. On this episode of Internet Business Mastery, we talk about the fundamental building block of achieving success in internet business. And in the quick tip, a book that has had more impact in our lives than 4-Hour Workweek, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and Getting Things Done combined. And we'd like to remind you that if you'd like to get a jump start on creating your own profitable internet business using our proven system, you can claim your risk-free trial membership to the Internet Business Mastery Academy by going to freeaudiogift.com. So Jay, what's going on this week?
I wanted to ask you something. I was wondering, what do you say when people say, what is it that you do?
Well, it's almost like scripted. We actually just chatted about this a couple of nights ago, which is why we wanted to bring it up. I actually just last night at the gym, I'm sitting in the steam room, and this guy says, "So what do you do?" And I said, "I'm a cubicle escape artist." And it's funny, there were about 6 people in the steam room with us, and everybody looked over with a curious face and a smile. And he's like, "Okay, what is that?" And I was like, okay. And this of course came out of a discussion that we had about, how to say what we do. And I guess it was at Yonex Underground.
Yeah, I was having a chat with a new friend by the name of Dale Hensel, and he's a big fan of this 2-sentence pitch. We've heard about the elevator pitch, the 30-second pitch, the 15-second pitch. He's a fan of the 2-sentence pitch. The first sentence being, "I am something," and you say something, that's relatively, that causes a disconnect. That's a little bit shocking. It's a little bit curiosity invoking, kind of like you saying, "I'm a cubicle escape artist." Well, what the heck is that? Or another, what was the other one we came up with is, "I'm a freedom fighter."
Yeah, I love that one too.
People are like looking at you like, you don't look like some machete-wielding gorilla from the jungle or whatever,
Yeah, totally. That was something I was going to start putting on my business cards, even though I almost never use them, but I just thought it would be cool that that's the title underneath instead of president of this company or something like that. Freedom fighter.
And, a couple other examples, that when Dale was talking to me about this, he said, well, one that he uses because he buys and sells websites. He buys websites that people have, abandoned and when they've kind of moved on to better projects. And then he, turns them into even more profitable things for himself. But he says, I run a website orphanage. It's just kind of an intriguing disconnect because it's like, well, orphanages are for people, not websites. So people are like, well, what does that mean? And then that's what he says. Well, I buy websites. I pay entrepreneurs for websites when they've moved on to better things. So those abandoned, neglected projects. So, it's just an interesting thing to think about. And, I guess a little principle for the listeners to think about as well is, what's your 2-sentence pitch? What's that thing you can say up front that's a little bit shocking, curiosity provoking, makes people kind of go, smile or wide-eyed and go, well, what is that? And then the second sentence just kind of, it targets your... it flags your target audience and tells them what you offer to them. So, in Dale's case, he would go, well, I run a website orphanage. And people would go, well, what does that mean? He's like, I pay entrepreneurs. So he's flagging his target audience, entrepreneurs. I pay entrepreneurs for their websites and projects when they've moved on to better things. So it just kind of tells them, hey, I'm here to pay you money when you've moved on to better things, I'm here to pay you money for the projects you've left behind. And so it's like in 2 sentences, you've got people's attention, and then you've flagged your audience and told them the value that you offer. And now that takes less than like 8 seconds. So we cut it from 30 and a half to 15, and from 15 and a half now to 8, which I really like. I think that's a pretty cool thing. So I'm going to try that some more I'm a freedom fighter. I'm an escape artist. Yeah, and maybe a few other ideas and see what people say. And then, of course, the second sentence for us would be something like, well, we help employees escape the 9 to 5, employees that hate their job escape the 9 to 5 by creating a profitable business out of their life's passion. And, right there, I think that's a pretty powerful 8-second pitch.
Yeah, and that's just about what I said last night. And the funny thing is normally when somebody asks what I do, I say that I run internet membership sites.
Yeah.
And most of the time they go, oh, that's it. Last night when I said that second sentence, one of the guys goes, oh, what's your website?
Yeah.
Like right off. Now there were 5 or 6 people in there, and he was the only one that asked, but normally nobody ever asks, oh, what's your website, when I say it the other way. So this guy says it, and I go, oh, we've got a podcast you can listen to for totally free. It's Internet Business Mastery. And he's like, oh, okay. And they're all like, oh, wow. But it's so funny because, everybody's kind of doing their own thing. Only one guy's actually trying to talk to me. Everybody's trying to pretend like they're not listening until I said I'm a cubicle escape artist. And then everybody's looking over, what? And again, they're all grinning like, because at the moment that computes, cubicle escape artist, what? You get kind of that, come on, what's that? So yeah, I'm so glad that you guys talked about that and you told me about it, because that's absolutely the way I'm doing it now. And that's always actually been an issue for us the entire many years we've been doing this. We've had big discussions with other internet marketers about, telling people what it is we do and trying to figure out what to say, because most people don't understand it. So this certainly changes that. Absolutely.
So I guess the challenge to those who are listening is to come up with your 2-sentence pitch. And if you come up with an especially creative one, please, by all means, let us know. Comment on the blog, or you can call in and give us a audio voicemail we can share on the show. The voicemail is available at our site at internetbusinessmastery.com, or you can even email us at comments@internetbusinessmastery.com.
And now, the features segment.
So, Sterling, have you ever had a time in your life where, maybe you were you just had this feeling, or you were thinking to yourself, dang it, if I was just more disciplined, then I'd be able to get X done, or then I'd be, happier if I just had more discipline. Is that a thought that has ever at least crossed your mind?
Yeah, that usually is what happens when I want to start something new, and 90% of the time it has to do with exercise.
Yeah.
If just I had more discipline and I could, get myself to go exercise every day.
Right. And the exercise, that's a great example. That's one for myself, an example for myself as well. I've definitely had different attempts at being a better exerciser, just both for, health, just for good health and energy and losing weight and all the reasons that we like to do that. So yeah, that discipline thing's definitely crossed my mind before, and I'm sure it's something that a lot of the listeners have thought at some point too, and absolutely applies to really any aspect of life, but even especially, well, I won't say especially, but of course we're going to apply it some to internet business, because that's what we talk about here on the show. So anyway, yeah, we want to touch on this fundamental building block of achieving success in internet business, and really it's achieving success in any given thing in life itself. And I guess success is just increased happiness and achieving new fulfillment factors and moving forward in your definite major purpose and all those things that we like to talk about. But anyway, yeah, recently I was listening to Dan Sullivan, who we've both been listening to. It's a new mentor for us, just signed up for his coaching, going to be starting that in May. He's of a company called Strategic Coach, and he made a very interesting, he asked that same question, and he made a very interesting point about the fact that it's actually not more discipline that we all